Welcome to episode 399 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Hello. Hello.
We're one away.
One away from 400.
My favorite thing is how we keep talking about how close we are to 400. We're not doing anything.
We have literally no plan for 400.
Yeah, but we keep counting it down as if you guys should be ready for anything.
Get ready, guys, because nothing's happening.
Producer Gerald's in the house. He had that incognito window pulled up.
Uh-huh.
Where he clearly looks at his porn.
Hell, he says no porn. I don't know if I believe that.
Or welcome to episode 399. We're starting out with lies.
Starting out with lies. There's the title.
I plan to lie for the rest of the episode. We'll just see what happens. No truths.
No truths at all.
So this week I played a lot of Call of Duty, some Apex Legends.
Yeah. I had a big Madden week.
Yeah, big new Madden came out. Review scores are lower. I love it.
And then I got a little bit into some NBA 2K.
How good would this episode have been if we did that, but we didn't tell you we were just going to get on here and lie to you?
That it was all
just to
lies.
See if anyone's paying attention. just to see if anyone is paying any attention.
That would be awesome. That would be great.
Taken back when you said Madden. I didn't even expect that, and I knew you were about to play a gag. And I still didn't expect Madden. Have you played a Madden ever?
Oh, yeah. 20 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe they still call it Madden. I can, but I can't.
Well, he's a man. I mean,
He's 112 years old.
He's old.
How old's John Madden? He's not in the...
He's still alive, right?
Yeah, I think so. But he's not like in the games anymore.
No, but he's a pretty historical figure as far as that goes.
He's 84.
As far as football goes, so
that's not as old as I thought he was.
84 ain't young, bro. I hate to break it
No,
to
but
you.
84 is not like 84 10 years ago. Like 84, every like as we go on, 84 is
every decade it gets younger and younger.
Yeah, I don't know if you don't live longer, but I think you're sharper.
Maybe, I don't know.
Man, look at him with the brown hair, looking good.
Yeah, I can't see. All I have is you and Gerald up.
You don't see the screen?
I don't see the screen. No.
That's something on your end because I see it.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
he's got a smooth hair Raiden. A Raider. It's not Raiden.
No, I can't see any of it. All I can see is you guys' videos.
Maybe your Skype window's small.
No, my Skype window's big. I usually see it. I'm not this week.
You'll fly in the dark, though. I'll see all the lovely...
It'll be okay.
I'll see all the lovely things that producer Gerald does for us.
I can do this.
Anyways, he's got a young, sexy John Madden pulled up.
Back when he was a coach?
Yeah. Now that he's got the blue pant one pulled up, he looks less sexy in that picture. Now, I've got a pair of blue pants, and I've been wearing them with a blue shirt, so I dig that look that he's got. Light brown shoes, light brown belt. But mine's reversies. I wear a lighter colored shirt and a darker colored blue pant. Growing up, my grandfather always wore blue work Dickies.
Mm-hmm.
With a white T-shirt that was so see-through you could see his nips. I don't know what it was made of, like hopes and dreams held it together.
And then he would those old classic. Was it one of the old wife beaters or was it a regular T-shirt?
It was a T-shirt, but it was like whisper thin.
Yeah. It was really
you could tell a secret through it, yeah.
He was a farmer, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then over top of that, he put the blue short sleeve button up.
Yep.
He didn't button it up.
Nope.
But he put it over it, and it had a spot where you would put your name, but there was no name.
Yep.
I think it was also Dickies.
Yep. That's farmer's man right there.
Yeah.
The guy I worked for on the farm when I was growing up wore the exact same
that's
same
the
outfit.
Uniform? Is that the unofficial uniform?
It must be the unofficial farming uniform, yeah.
Yeah, and he wore a trucker hat and every day. That's like when I see like blue pants or anything like that, like the blue like work shirt, like my grandfather, like it's all I can think about.
Yep, that's
what
the unofficial uniform, without a doubt.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What did you actually play? Don't bullshit us this time.
What did I actually play? I just played more Ghost of Tsushima. That's it.
Now you were talking last week. For anybody that didn't make it last week, we really appreciate you not listening, but. You were talking last week about how you're in a weird, like, maybe it's a funk, maybe this is the new you.
Right.
You're just not playing as much. And so I was listening to Knockback, and they have an episode that's all about Mass Effect, and they went back and played it again for the episode. They had both played it before, and I was wondering if something like that could be the thing that like gets you back into like going back to something you love that you haven't played in a long time.
Yeah, like I know they're talking about the Mass Effect remasters. See, the problem is I've played. I probably wouldn't. The remasters might do it. I don't think going back and playing the Mass Effect games now would, because I've consistently played them for the last 11 years since they come out. I played and replayed them.
I don't know. What, remasters, I think they went.
I'm curious about trying if they come out.
Yeah, so they went back and played what was there
right
now. And one of them did say, like, it doesn't hold. Like, I think Colin said, like, it doesn't hold up. Like he thought it would. Like, the way he remembered it is not how it plays now.
Right.
But
is
I just
the first Mass Effect?
Yeah, that's the one they went and played, yeah.
Yeah. And I firmly agree with that wholeheartedly. The first one doesn't.
Yeah, you should listen to that show. I think if nothing else, that episode would get you excited. But I just wondered, and I didn't mean specifically Mass Effect, but like if going back and playing something you loved would like, because you said I don't know what I'm going to play next. I'm not excited about anything. Like I wondered if anything would light that spark.
I don't. I'd have to wait and see when I'm finished.
Yeah.
For this game, I've been all over the board on it. For a bit, it got a little repetitive. Powered through. It looks phenomenal. There's some. It's probably too much of a story point, so I don't want to get too much into it. But it's almost like the game can't figure out what it wants your character to be. I've recently started Act 3, and I think that idea is actually part of the plot device rather than the game design. As things that have happened as I'm going into Act 3, I'm thinking, I think that's almost kind of the theme. It doesn't know what it wants the character to be. And a pretty big event just happened, so I'm into it. But yeah, I've been back and forth on the game, but overall, I like it. I'm taking my time with it. It's not the kind of game that I feel like I need to jump into and power through for 8-10 hours. But I'm really having a good time with it, and I'm going to be seeing it through to the end.
The next thing I know you'll be playing is Little Hope, the Dark Pictures anthology. So I'm thinking this isn't going to survive you a whole nother month and some change with Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm wondering, you're going to have that downtime between this and whatever you decide to play.
Once I'm done with Ghost of Tsushima, I'll probably end up picking up Vader Immortal.
Yeah. That's going to fill 2 hours of that time.
So. But other than that, no, I don't know.
I was thinking after, was it last week I talked about Vader?
Yeah.
I was thinking after I got done, I was like, I probably didn't sound like it, but I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I don't know if it came off that way because I was, I guess, maybe hard on a lot of it, but like I really do think it was good. So we'll talk about it. I've been streaming a lot. I almost streamed it last night, the dojo stuff, because there's no story there.
Right.
I almost streamed the lightsaber dojo just so everybody kind of see that hasn't played it what kind of that looks like, but I decided not to because it's just going to look like a shitty Star Wars game when you watch a stream because you're not holding the lightsaber.
Right.
But yeah, for anyone that was unclear, I really did enjoy it, and I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. So I think if you were, you would really enjoy it. Yeah, it is extremely short, and you don't do a whole lot. I still feel that way too. Don't think that they're not exclusive. Like you can not do a lot and still have a great experience.
I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it because I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if it's there. I think it's the second episode. Maybe it's the first. I don't know. There's a moment in one of those that I think right off the bat you'll be like, that was worth the money.
Yeah.
So again, I think way too often we tie money to length, to value, and I, the value is going to be different for every person. For me, it's a little short for what it is as a non-Star Wars like fan.
Right.
But it didn't fuck. I mean, I paid $20 for it because I had the $10 off, and I thoroughly have not regretted my purchase.
Good. I'll probably be picking that up, and after that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch some movies or something, and maybe we'll start a new thing on the podcast where I talk about something that I watched that week.
You talk about something other than video games,
huh?
Talk about something other than video games.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's
5-minute Reamer's Rex.
I was wondering what you were gonna play because I knew there was gonna be some downtime between now and the next thing I knew you were gonna play.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's some changes coming up, so maybe I'll be able to be up a little later with you guys. Maybe that'll bring me back into it because I've been doing a lot of solo gaming here over the course of the last.
I do think that changes
6 months.
Yeah, I do think that changes things.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, another reason Vader Immortal was worth $30 is because it's made me play VR again.
Mm-hmm.
And much like every time I've ever played VR, I think VR is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been all in. Since then, I played Deracine, or however you want to pronounce that.
Yeah, I saw you playing that.
Yeah, so that's a From Software and Sony Japan game, or Japan studio. I found it to be very enjoyable. Gerald played, I played it too, but what's the Tom one? Do you remember what it's called, Gerald? The VR. It's the VR one where you are rewinding and jumping from character to character. It's a GameStop exclusive. Impossible, or I don't know what it's. Anyways.
Well, it sounds like it was really good.
Well, it was really good, and the gimmick was neat. Yeah. And so I probably gave the game more credit than it deserves. Just put it PSVR or GameStop exclusive. It'll probably pull it up. The Impossibles, I think
producer Gerald, if I remember correctly, he told me this week I would enjoy Crusoe. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Robinson the Journey, yeah. It's called The Impossibles, is that right? I think it's The Impossibles.
I got him sidetracked. He wasn't doing his job.
Yeah, he was fucking shut down because you asked one little question. Okay, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it's something like that. So, Deracine, if I'm saying that wrong, it doesn't really matter. Nobody played this but me. And the one guy that's going to write in and be like, you're saying it wrong. Mm-hmm. It gave me it gave me vibes of that game and kind of what you do. It's certainly a little different. I think you're actually going through a popular Japanese folklore story. So I think that's kind of what you're doing there. But I found it to be very enjoyable. It also only has one missable trophy that you can play the chapter back and get if you were to not get it when you played live. So I got the platinum for it. Very easy platinum. Like I said, if you just play through it, it's about 6 hours long would be my guess. Kind of start to finish if you check everything out. And I really enjoyed it. Then I played Golem, which I think I talked about last week. Did not enjoy that at all.
Yeah, you said you didn't like.
Was not a fan of that at all. And then since then, I've played more Beat Saber. Last night, I actually played. I've been streaming every night. I played some Pixel Rip 1989. It's on sale right now, depending on when you're listening to this. I think it's like $4 or $5 in the PlayStation Store. I super loved it. I think I love the vibe maybe more than the gameplay. But there's something neat about being in class and the teacher wheeling that old TV with the VCR up in front of you and putting a shitty video on and then yelling at you for not listening to it.
Right.
While you're trying to also play a thing that looks like a sketchy Game Gear. And there's other kids in the class doing stuff, and you've got spitballs and paper airplanes, and it's just a neat, silly, relaxing vibe. It's maybe not even that relaxing, but it was just a nice change of pace from the serious stuff I had been playing in VR.
Right.
But yeah, I actually I've almost bought Vacation Simulator last night because I love Job Simulator so much.
You said you were getting that.
Yeah, it just refuses to be any cheaper.
Yeah.
Which is pissing me off. It is just a hard $29.99. And I want to get Pistol Whip really bad, which is kind of the rhythm-based shooter that's kind of got the Beat Saber vibe.
Yep.
And I still want to play Audica too, which I know people don't like as much as either one of Beat Saber or Pistol Whip, but I think Audica looks fun to me. So all in on VR, played some more Wreckfest, played a ton of Fall Guys. I have streamed 7 days in a row at the time of this recording, so twitch.tv/Gamestitch. Make sure you check us out over there. If you haven't followed us, please go follow. Even if I'm not streaming, just go hit the follow button. We're trying to get affiliate status over there. I think we need 14 more or something like that. No, it's not right. 24 more. Something in there. I don't know. We need some more people. And the Invisible Hours.
It's fine.
Gerald finally found that game.
Invisible Hour?
The Invisible Hours. Like Hours. He searched this whole time. That game's not great, but I enjoyed that game. So check out the streams over there. Now, Robinson, the Journey that he's talking about with you, that's a Crytek game.
Yeah. I do know that.
And that game's really hard to find physical. Or it was. I think it's still
I don't do physical, so.
Yeah,
I should be fine.
I enjoyed that game a lot too, but I also don't know if I can tell a good VR game from a bad one because I enjoy like 95% of them.
Right. You have a good time with most of them.
Yeah, so I don't even know if I'm a good judge of VR because I'm like, this is great, I'm in here. Yeah. I could see. Dan would like Pixel Ripped if he could not play the game, I think. I know that's confusing, but like the aesthetic is very cool. What you're doing is very cool. There's just little touches. Like there's a part where you're outside and you can kind of, if you look down a little bit, you can see like gum stuck under the picnic table. It's just like so like school and
yeah,
like that makes me think of like you can't do that now. You don't stick gum under the table now because of COVID. Like, you know, it's just a different time. Like seeing the Walkman next to you and like I said, that shitty like CRT that's on that metal rolly cart that would kill a kid if they pulled it over on top of them and all the stuff you clearly don't do today. And the overhead projector and like all of that stuff, the plastic fucking lunch boxes stacked on top of the cubbies and
yeah. What about the metal ones, man?
Yeah, they don't have those in there.
I had a metal one. I had a metal lunchbox.
But all of that stuff, I just think is really neat. And I think the game does some cool things. So I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed streaming. Most of the streams have been Fall Guys and Wreckfest. I've been streaming with a friend of the show, Marshall205. I know you guys have said before you'd love to hear him. You'd love to have him on the show. Here's a great chance to get a taste of him. I think he's on nights 1 through 5. And then he had to go on vacation. But do check out his channel too. It's twitch.tv /Marshall_20. Now, what is this? Is this?
I don't know. I still can't see.
Okay, this is Pixel Rip 1995. So this is the new one that I do think I'm going to check out. They have 1989, which I played. Now they have 1995, which I think I'm going to check out. There's so many so much gaming nostalgia in there too, and jokes that they kind of play. You know, where they stuff clearly looks like something else, and the whole game is that way. It's a neat thing. Not the most well done VR thing I've played.
How long was this game?
Probably about 2 hours.
So it was a short game as well.
Yeah, but again, I think I paid $5 for it.
Right.
Looking at you, Vader.
As opposed to 20.
Looking at you, Star Wars license.
Yeah, Vader's probably got a lot more licensing pulled than Pixel Ripped.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think Pixel Ripped had any licensing, the best I could tell.
That's what I mean.
There might have been some that they should have done, but
cool. So we're on the same page then.
Yeah, but they're two way different experiences that I thought both were enjoyable, and I see me playing a lot more VR in the future.
Yeah.
I'm back in it.
Well, that's good. Yep. Are you tired?
And again, check out the stream. Follow us. Like I said, we need just a few more to get us to that affiliate status. We need some people watching, but we're not as far away, as I thought we would be at this point. So If you could just check us out over there if you haven't already, we would super appreciate that. Like I said, even if we're not live, just go hit that follow button so it tells you when we go live, but also to get us closer to that 50. We try to be transparent with you guys, so we would like to get affiliate status. That's it. That's all I played.
That's all. Yeah, all I played was Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I did pick up that Mandalorian Razor Crest Lego set this week.
You put that together, too. You wasted no time.
I put that bitch together, too. Wasted no time. That's right. Got it on a Thursday, had it together by Saturday evening.
Did you do it in one sitting, or was it like you got so far and stopped?
I started it Friday night, and I put together the first 6 bags. I put together the first 3 bags on Friday night, and the last 3 bags on Saturday night.
Was that kind of the plan? With like, I'm going to do half and stop, or just based on the time it took?
Yeah. It's that was kind of my plan. I wasn't sure how long I was going to get into it. This is the largest set I've put together yet.
Hold on, wait. For context, it took Dan twice as long to beat this as it would to beat Vader Immortal. I just thought about this. You could beat Vader Immortal twice in the time it took Dan to put this one Lego set together. Now, it's a big Lego set. I don't want to discount that.
It took me 5 hours to get it together.
Roughly, I'm going to refer to everything in how many Vader Immortals
in Vader hours.
Yeah, how many Vader Immortal hours it takes.
And as a result of that, and as a result of ordering this, I would like to let everyone know that I got my shelf up. I think it's on here. I've spoken about having to get my shelf up all the time.
Yeah, like a million times.
Yeah, well, it's done.
Now, I think off the podcast last week, you said, I want to get this, but I'm not getting it right now. And then you made it approximately like 2 days before getting it. Is that right?
I actually ordered it on the day it came out, yeah.
What is that what you said last week that you said, I got to wait on getting this?
I'm pretty sure I think I have to wait on getting this. And then I did.
Maybe a day later you ordered it.
Then I didn't. Yeah.
You ordered it on the 1st. What was last week's episode date?
August 30th.
Oh, so yeah. So you waited 2 days. Or a day and some change.
Well, once it went live,
yeah,
I was like, fuck it.
You waited 12 Vader Immortals before ordering after making that. I'm going to have to wait on this.
So, yeah, and that bitch looks good.
Yeah. Now, anything to boost you getting this shelf up, because I've been hearing about this shelf for what feels like 30 episodes.
Well, it's up, so...
What cracked me up is you kept saying, like, I could get that shelf up as if it was something you were going to do. But there was never a plan until now.
Right.
Because as soon as you wanted to get it up, you did.
Tuesday I got it ordered, and Wednesday I put the shelf up.
Yeah. Now, it looks really good put together. This is somebody else's video, but it looks excellent.
It does look. It looks.
Are you happy with it?
Together. Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah. It looks good.
Since the Mandalorian is probably some of my favorite Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
That and Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, the Cartoon Network that was done, that Clone Wars.
Yep.
But those are probably my 3 favorite, like, Star Wars stories, series, movies, whatever you want to call them. I like the movies enough. I like all that stuff, but those are my favorites, and so I'm really happy to be picking up all this Mandalorian stuff. I ended up getting that ATST last year when it came out. Now I got the Razor Crest. I got the brick heads.
What was the price on the Razor Crest?
The Razor Crest was $130.
It sounds like that fair Lego pricing that I know all about. They're nothing if not consistent.
It was $130.
That's pretty cool right there, though. Oh, you can't see. Never mind.
I can't see it.
The little side bay that opens up with the bed in there.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Both sides open up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The rear end opens up as well.
Yeah, he's opening the rear now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I believe there's a shuttle that pops out of the top.
Yeah, he's got the whole back side flip down on both sides. Oh yeah, the whole bottom opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, Lego's cool. VR's cool. 2.5 hour games are cool. I want to leave everybody just totally confused about whether I like that game or not.
I guess.
I want to talk good about it and then immediately talk bad about it again, so everyone just stays totally baffled.
Well, when I finally finish Ghost of Tsushima and pick it up, I will give an honest review of it.
That's my honest review.
That doesn't tell anybody anything. Your review doesn't tell anybody anything. You're like, it's good. It kind of sucks.
No, it doesn't suck.
It's kind of good.
It's extremely short for what it is. If you're
that's like your complaint. No, you turn into one of those now.
No, it's because I don't carry for me, and I know what everybody's going to say, then why did you buy it? Like, because I don't carry the passion. You don't carry
the Star Wars love, the passion for Star Wars, but you do carry that passion for VR. That's why you bought it.
Right, but because I don't carry that, it's like, wow, that was a pretty damn short experience for a guy who doesn't carry that. So if you buy it because you love VR, I want to caution the people who are like myself. But however, and I don't think the VR was the best VR that I've played either. Like, I don't even think that part, like I said, I had some control issues. Mm-hmm. But I do think it was pretty cool. Like, I do. So, it's one of those things. Like, I definitely want to caution people. I don't want anyone to go spend $30 and be like, wow, thanks. But I also don't want you to look into it because you'll watch a quarter of the game if you check out a trailer.
Right.
So it's one of those things. If you decide to commit, then just be good knowing that it's going to be a short, solid experience. Like, it's 2.5 hours long, but I think you play like what is like a 10-minute story. Mm-hmm. It's very quick. So, but yeah, just want to leave everybody baffled.
Yeah, I'll probably be picking that. Yeah, you're doing well. Mission accomplished.
Well, if it's anything like a vacation simulator, it'll be on sale never. And you can just pick that baby up at full price whenever you'd like.
Yeah, that's probably how it's going to go. All right, well, should we roll into some of this?
Yeah, there's not much news, so don't panic. Remember, support us over at patreon.com/GameStitch. You could toss us a couple bones over there. Now the most important thing you could do is twitch.tv/GameStitch and support us over there. I am slowly moving the clips to YouTube. I know some people don't like Twitch. Do subscribe, hit the notification bell over there, but I don't plan on live streaming to YouTube right now. It doesn't mean that it's not something that Dan or Gerald may do down the road, or maybe myself, but right now I'm pretty much just concentrating on Twitch. So I am moving the clips over, but they're not as updated. I think only night 4 is up there right now, and we have 8 nights total. So everything is still on the VOD for Twitch, so you can still go back and watch those streams.
Yeah, I may. If I do stream, I'll probably go the YouTube route.
Yeah.
Because I'm already linked, and it's less work for me to do, which is really how I base all my choices.
For those that are new, this isn't the first time that we went through this. Like, hey, we're going to stream, but the problem is you can only have, because we're streaming for PlayStation and not or Xbox, and we don't have PCs hooked up to stream. We don't have streaming rigs. The PlayStation, the way it works through that app, only allows you to have one Twitch account connected to one PlayStation. Unless we're idiots and don't, we could be morons, but that's the way that it played out for us every time we've tried. So I have to deactivate mine in order to activate Dan's. So it's YouTube does not work that way. You could all be activated to stream to there, which is why we have done YouTube in the past. But I am making the push for Twitch. If it's a point where we just need to stream with someone else, we'll just do the dance. But I think right now we'll just try to hit affiliate status, and then we'll go from there. So again, we need some people watching, and we need some follows. Now, I will say streaming in VR was nice because I can't see the stream. I wasn't watching the 0 people watching.
Right.
I got the helmet on. I'm just doing my thing. Wasn't thinking about it. The hardest part is to give that live commentary when you kind of just want to enjoy a thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting okay with it. Getting all right with it. If you guys show some love, I'll make it a little better. I mean, there's some things I could do. I'd definitely invest in a green screen. You can put my face up on that mug. My mug up on that mug. And but that's down the road. Right now, I'm just going to see how long I can stream for. I'm also keeping them pretty short. I'm only doing an hour. Because if there's anything I know about entertainment, I can always go longer. But if I start going shorter, people get pissy. Just like you do with this show. If it's under a certain length, everybody's like, what the fuck? So
yeah, well, this one's probably going to be short this week. So I'll just give you guys a heads up now.
It won't be too short because we're already long.
You're probably looking at right at an hour.
Yeah.
I hope.
So that's where I've been keeping the streams. I've been keeping the streams to kind of an hour.
At an hour.
Or like we'll do 2 segments that are, 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So that there is an hour of content. And maybe I'll increase that as we go, but I can get away with an hour right now while no one's watching, and also kind of ease myself in, still playing some games after the stream to kind of still get that relaxed chill time. Makes sense. Yeah, so let's jump into the news. It's almost all Nintendo and Mario related because it is the 35th anniversary of Mario.
And there are some, I'm just going to give a heads up, there are some crazy, dumb stories that Nintendo has come up with.
So, the original Super Mario Brothers, I should say, not Mario himself. So the original Super Mario Brothers turns 35 this month, and Nintendo is celebrating the anniversary by announcing a ton of games that were released for Switch, and some other stuff. So we'll start with Super Mario 3D All-Stars, because I think this is probably the biggest one that is going to release.
Yeah.
It includes Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxies. They aren't full-fledged remakes, but they do include enhancements and new features. Super Mario 64 features a higher resolution, Rumble-enabled controls on the Joy-Con controllers, and the ability to browse the soundtrack and pick your favorite songs. Super Mario Sunshine includes the same controller and soundtrack features, as well as 16:9 aspect ratio. A Super Mario Galaxy also gets a resolution bump. One game missing is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Hardcore Nintendo fans are a little disappointed about that. I don't know why it's in this article. It's like shitting on stuff. But anyway, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is due out in September 18th. I think that's by far the biggest announcement on here.
Yeah, that's 3 really good games. I'm assuming they're going to come in at all 3 for $59.99, I would assume.
I would assume. I don't see any pricing in this story. I think you can pre-order it soon.
But I think that's $59.99 for minor upgrades on 3 amazing games is a good deal for the Switch.
Yeah, I think so too. People shit on Mario Sunshine, but I think it's pretty good. And Mario Galaxy is undeniably one of the best Mario games to ever be made.
Yeah.
And people fondly remember Super Mario 64 is what I'll say about that one.
I don't know how that's going to work without a full remaster,
Yeah, I will just keep that simple and say people like that game.
Yeah.
I hope people still like that game, would be my word of caution, but you can't go wrong with that. So in addition, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, an updated version of the terrific Wii U game, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, will feature additional content, including online co-op. So there's that. There will also be a new Cat Mario, Cat Peach amiibo figures that are going to release alongside this. So get your Cat amiibo.
Yeah, get your money out. I don't much remember much about Super Mario 3D World.
It was good.
It's a game you played?
Yes, and it was good. For some reason, and I could be wrong here, can you search for Super Mario 3D World? For some reason, I thought this was a 3DS game. Maybe I'm wrong. Does it have him in a cat suit right on the front? Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. No, that's the new one. Can you find the...
It says it was for the Wii U, doesn't it?
It's what it says, but for some reason I was thinking they might have had a remaster that got there, but I thought it was for the 3DS.
Are you sure it didn't go from 3DS to Wii U?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It may have. I think it started life as... No, that looked like the case right there. If you go back to the... He can't find anything now because everything's about the new fucking thing.
Right.
Because that's how the internet works. No, it came out on Wii U, 2013. Maybe I'm just confused. But yeah, I did play that. It does have him in a cat suit on the front. So yeah, that's a good game if you didn't play it. Like I said, almost all the first party Wii U games were excellent, which is why they're all being brought over. So there's that. Now this is bizarre. And I wish I could tell you this was the most bizarre thing that was on here, but I'm not even sure that's true.
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. 35. And they took Super Mario Brothers and they did what Dan has been asking them to do, and they've turned it into a battle royale.
Yeah. Basically, it tasks you with being the last Mario remaining.
Yeah, you read that right.
In a battle to the death, as you get extra time and can even attack other players as you defeat enemies. You do have to have Nintendo Switch Online to play this.
Now, this is no doubt a response to the powerful battle royale genre that exists, and also the success of Tetris 99 over on the Switch. But what a bizarre thing! They show it. It's a stream with a bunch of Mario Bros on there.
You think you'll be playing this?
Yeah, for free. I think I'll play this.
I'm probably gonna end up picking it up too.
I got to see what this is like.
Me too.
For some reason, it is only available from October 1st until March 31st.
Yeah,
2021.
6 months essentially. It's a 6 month period, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that means like if you didn't get it, you don't have it, or if that means like after that it doesn't work.
You can't even play it anymore. It's just gone. Yeah,
it's very odd to me that they put that in there, but that's probably them covering themselves in case no one likes it. They don't have to support it forever.
Right.
I guarantee you, if it takes off, they'll figure it out past March. If there's one thing I know about Nintendo, they won't turn the blind eye to a couple bucks. I'd say that this is a real toss-up for taking the strangest announcements.
Do you know now? Here's the thing, because I grew up in a certain time. This is my favorite story on here.
Yeah,
about
this is cool.
Because I kind of want this because I had one.
It's cool, but there's some sneakiness here, I think. So the next one, the Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. One of Nintendo's earliest video game devices was Game & Watch, and a line of very simple handheld systems. It is now back with Game & Watch Super Mario Bros., an updated version that can play the first Super Mario Bros. Game, as well as lost levels. It includes the classic ball game, functions as a clock, and also has some hidden secrets that you can experience for up to 8 hours between charges. It is out November 13th for $50, and pre-orders are coming soon. That thing's going to sell out immediately.
I know. I kind of want this thing, though.
Now, here's my problem with it.
Okay.
So, it's not really a problem. Here's my concern.
We'll go with the concern.
Okay, so I think this is awesome, first off. I think it's a Game Boy Micro that plays one game, but I think it's awesome. Mm-hmm. The reason I have a problem with it, so whenever they did the Nintendo Rewards thing or whatever, and you could redeem your points, I got the Game & Watch. They re-released Game & Watch, and I got it on there. But it's like the traditional Game & Watch.
Right.
So playing the classic ball game on here isn't going to be like playing it old school.
Right.
I, for some reason, would have preferred them left that off there because I think it taints the idea of how you played the original on the shitty screen where you can kind of see where everything's going to move to before it moves. That's my only complaint. I wish they hadn't included that because I think that's dumbing down. It's not actually, it's moving up, but I think that kind of dumbs, like, I don't know. I like the idea of the original and how it worked.
It dumbs down the idea, the concept.
Yeah, to say like that they were simple is an understatement to how those games worked. So like it couldn't run this. This is going to confuse a whole new generation thinking that's what they were like, and it's not.
Yeah,
On top of that,
I had an original Game & Watch, so I know that.
I wish you still did. Also, I think this is worth $50 and a super cool announcement as well.
Yeah.
I actually don't hate any of these announcements. I know you said some of them aren't great. They kind of aren't, but I kind of like them all.
I don't dislike any of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are fucking weird.
Yeah. There's a battle royale, so
that one
was bizarre. The Game & Watch, like of all the shit they could have done, like I think we'll do a Mario Bros. Game & Watch. That's a bizarre choice.
Yeah,
to make.
It's bizarre. This next thing is I don't even know what to think about this because that price point is way too high for my ass.
So Dan's talking about Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Clearly the most unexpected of all announcements.
It's so fucking weird.
It lets you use your Nintendo Switch to race physical karts with custom courses. You can play through Grand Prix and unlock new costumes as you race with 3 other players. It will be available in Mario, Luigi, And Mario and Luigi sets, October 16th, they're $100.
Each, by the way.
Other players who join you locally will need their own vehicles. So just to let that soak in, they're physical cars. Think of that. What's it? Overdrive? Is that what it's called? They sell the cars for?
Yeah, basically your Switch becomes the remote control for the car.
For a physical car. But I do think it'll work like the way that Overdrive thing worked. And they had the Fast and the Furious Overdrive too, where it'll actually cruise along a course on the ground. It's not as if you're racing through your house.
Right.
It's going to cruise along those folded up pieces of paper. Oh, you can't see. There's a stack of shit that comes with it. So that's going to be your course, would be my assumption. You lay that out in different ways, and that tells the car which way it should be going.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
My guess is the screen will also let you launch power-ups, which will then disable your competitor's cart. Look, if I was 9, I'd be shitting my pants right now.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
If you were 9, you probably wouldn't be getting it. If I was 9 when I was 9, I wouldn't be getting it.
I'd say $100 now. You can't take the kid out to eat for $100 now. I actually think $100 is pretty reasonable considering the Rocket League remote control arena I wanted was like $200.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And anything Nintendo slaps its name on is not typically less than $100 with riffs. But I mean, maybe they are because Ring Fit Adventure was also affordable. I think this is cool. I'm probably not going to get it, but who knows? I'm a moron. If I catch it out in the wild, I might. You know, it's like anything. It's got that fancy Switch box behind it that looks good. The packaging is neat. Who knows? I could see me ending up with that. My next purchase for the Switch probably has to be a set of Joy-Cons because my Joy-Con drift has gotten so bad that it's unplayable if I'm not docked.
Has it?
Yeah. So I've got to get a new set of Joy-Con. $80 freaking dollars or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Hell, I could just pay for this Mario Kart Live if I didn't have to buy those. Damn Nintendo. My favorite part is that if you want someone else to play, they have to also bought this starter kit.
Right. So you just need to know a bunch of people who got $100 to blow. If you want to really have good fun with this.
Now, if this thing takes off, you bet your ass they'll be putting out more carts.
Well, yeah.
And if a Toad comes along, I may have to buy the game. I'm a Toadstool fan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. It's kind of like the Super Mario Lego thing. They're not for me, but I think they're pretty cool for what they do for the kids who would like that kind of thing. Now, somebody's super popular this morning. Is that you, Dan?
No, that is producer Gerald.
Oh. Yeah. Somebody was getting the Android alert noise. I didn't know who it was. I thought Dan, maybe he had started streaming while we were playing.
No.
And his notifications were blowing up.
No, nobody likes me enough to notify me of anything. I'm cool.
Literally
with that.
not a single text since we've been recording on this side over here.
Yeah, me either. Which I enjoy. I'm good for that.
I actually don't hate that.
No, it's great.
Yeah. So that's a majority of the announcements as far as games go. I have one more announcement.
Oh, please.
Well,
please tell us.
Actually, I have 2 more announcements. So this is the most Nintendo-ass announcement that we're going to make today. This is like the most Nintendo thing that they could ever do. So, as part of the announcements in Nintendo Surprise Direct celebrating the 35th anniversary of Mario, they have also announced that they're going to give you a chance to get a limited edition set of enamel Mario pins for free. If you live in the U.S. or Canada, the new Super Mario Bros. Collectible pin set will feature one version of the mascot Plumber from his most recognizable adventures. The pin set includes a Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, as well as Super Mario Bros. World and Super Mario 64. They all look rather lovely. And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy-ass Nintendo part. To get the set for free, you have to complete 5 of the available 6 missions on the offer. So you can do most of them today, such as take a Mario quiz of history, download your own This Is Mario image from the rewards website. There's a Mario Kart Tour event that begins on September 8th. But here's the missions, and here's what you have to do. You have to visit the official Super Mario website, take the Super Mario quiz, download This Is Your Mario image, Try Super Mario Music Maker, race the Super Mario Kart Tour event, and then here's the kicker. Here's the one that matters to Nintendo. You have to purchase Super Mario 3D All-Stars. As the wording on the website suggests, you won't need to complete all 6. However, you must purchase Super Mario 3D All-Stars to be eligible at all, which releases on September 18th. Once complete, you'll be able to order your free pin set. Just complete the ones available today. Buy the digital version of the game, and you're good to go. If you want to buy the physical version, you'll need to claim your My Nintendo points when you have the game itself. So, in the most Nintendo-ass announcement ever, they have a super complicated thing to get a set of pins that you can do. Which 8-year-old me finds really neat. This is the same thing as cutting UPCs out and sending them into Young America. Like, I get it. This is the version of that exists nowadays, but didn't expect Nintendo to come out with a scavenger hunt to get an enamel pin set.
You into these pins?
Kinda.
You gonna get them?
Probably not. Like, when you say are you into them, but I like to have those on a shelf. Yes, I'm a grown ass person too. If I could just buy those, if I really want them that bad, because it says to get them for free, you have to do that. It doesn't say that's the only way you can get them.
Right.
So that's a problem for me. Had they said these are not ever going to be available to purchase, I would have already done 5 of these 6 things. But like the wording, look, and
I'd rather just spend $20 on these pins than go. I'm not going to buy these pins.
If they're $2, I'm not going to buy them. But knowing I can buy them, if I decided I wanted them, yeah, I don't need them. But who knows? I might get a wild hair after this. You know, I might get done with this show and be like, I'm going to do those things because they take no work, and that's probably a game I'm going to buy anyways because I can't remember what console it's for, so probably replaying it wouldn't be an issue. Because I don't think I beat it. I think I got it and just played it. But yeah, that's how you do that. And then the last and probably least exciting story on here, Animal Crossing is finally getting Mario furniture. This has been a staple of Animal Crossings in the past. But as part of these announcements, they did say that Super Mario themed furniture items will be coming to New Horizons in March of 2021. We don't know a ton of details yet, but in previous Animal Crossing games, Mario furniture has included a fire power, a super mushroom, a green pipe, a piranha plant, a green pipe with a piranha plant coming out. There was also items from Mario Kart, like the triple red shell, and the cart itself, as well as flooring and wallpaper themed after Super Mario Bros. World 1-1.
Yep.
So, if you could still remember to be excited about that in March of next year, please do.
Go for it.
What do you think about that pin set? Does that do anything for you?
No.
You haven't played your Switch in forever.
I haven't played my Switch in forever. Actually, I had it on 2 weeks ago.
Then Mario Royale is the next thing you're going to be playing on the Switch.
Yeah, I might pick up that 3D Worlds. I don't have any Mario games for this. I've heard Odyssey is good, but I just don't know if I'm sold on it.
Now, here's the thing. If you're going to pick up 3D World, no reason not to get this free enamel pin set, Dan.
Yeah, well, because all the shit you got to do.
I think it takes like 5 minutes to do all that other stuff.
Okay.
No reason not to get this free enamel pin set.
I stand by my original statement.
We'll get you a Nintendo lanyard and we'll put the flare on it. We'll put the pins on it, and then every time you play Switch,
I can put the lanyard on?
Put the lanyard on. Or what if we get a clip for the bottom of the Switch so when your hands are tired, you can just let the Switch hang from the lanyard and you can like stretch your fingers like a cool kid.
Well, I think we have different definitions of cool kids, for one. But no. I'm not really into the pen set. I mean, it's all right. I wouldn't buy it if I saw it in a store, so...
Now, Jared, what are you at on the pen set? You're not going to buy this game, I'm sure.
He's just going to go with no.
He's not buying the game, so... He said if literally the most important part to Nintendo wasn't one of the requirements, the only part that makes them any money, if that wasn't one of the requirements, he would get it.
But I think those games will be All-Stars. That's the one that has the 3 games on it.
Yeah, that's the one that's asking you. No.
Yeah.
No. Hold on.
No, what?
No, you can't. I'll tell you why. You have to buy the 3D World.
It says purchase Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Oh, 3D All-Stars. Sorry. It is the one with 3 games.
Yeah. To me, that's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
That's
the reason you can't do what Gerald said is because you have to open it, the physical copy, and you have to claim it.
Yeah.
So you have to find somewhere that will take an open game back, which I don't know that anywhere does anymore. So that'll be a little bit of a challenge if you want to be a shady mofo and try to go that way. Just for your enamel pin set. I think what tugs at the heartstrings for me with these pins, the more I look at them, it's that 1985 to 2020.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Well, that's my entire lifespan thus far. Like, I was born in 85. It's 2020 now. Like, this pin set represents me also. In a weird way. These are my Marios, you know? You know what I'm saying? This is my Mario. That's what that...
Yeah,
was that what that thing's called that you download?
You're making it weird. Let's move on to the next story.
This is your Mario. That's the skin you download. This is my Mario. In a way, this is my enamel pin set. These are basically me.
Yeah.
All right. I put just a touch
weirdo.
of non-Nintendo news on here just to give everybody a palate cleanser. PS5 backwards compatibility seems that it will not support PS3, PS2, or PS1. Now, I don't even think this is a surprise.
I don't either.
But this is certainly making the rounds.
I don't know why. It's on. We've talked about it before. It's probably fine because you're not going to go back for those anyway. And I'm sure you'll be able to play those through PS Now.
Yeah, I got some thoughts about this. So let me get this nonsense out. A Ubisoft support page explained how its titles will transition from PS4 to PS5. Each publisher seems to be taking a different approach as far as how cross-gen works. The post mentions that PS4 players will be able to play games with PS5 players online, which aligns with Ubisoft's commitment thus far. So that all seems normal. Near the end, though, the page says that backwards compatibility will be available will be available for supported PlayStation 4 titles, but not be possible for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation games. Now, since then, Ubisoft has pulled this off of there. Sony's made no comment, but the internet has now decided that means that forever you'll never be able to play PS1, PS2, or PS3 games. I don't want to spend too much time here. Like you said, I'm sure it shows its head in some shape, form, or fashion. Also, I'm going to stand by the same thing. Who gives a shit?
Yep.
I'm so tired of people talking about... I was listening to a different podcast, and they were talking about this, and they said, well, Microsoft just announced that 1.2 billion hours have been played in backwards compatibility. It's because there's no goddamn games over there, okay? I'm sorry, there's no games to play on Xbox. Right. So, yeah, people are playing old shit. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. There's no exclusives over there. People are going to start playing old stuff. Also, if you have 40 million people playing your console, 1.2 billion hours is actually not that much. So, you can make me an asshole if you want, but if your case for the fact that people want backwards compatibility is that there's been a billion hours played on Xbox, I'm not going to take this ride with you. Now, do I think that's a value add? Absolutely. If Sony was to come and say, you can shove any disc you want and you put a fucking CD in here and play it, great. I'm not going to do it.
And the thing is I'm sure that statistic is skewed because I'm sure that statistic includes stuff on Game Pass.
I don't know. It just pisses me off.
And the value at that, and you know what that game is valued at. I mean, those are back on Game Pass. You can get games from the 360.
Yeah,
that's backwards compatibility. I'm sure they're not talking about. They said played. They didn't say purchased.
Let me tell you one thing: if Horizon, Spider-Man, Detroit, God of War, if Uncharted.
Yep.
Last of Us. If those came out on PS4 or on Xbox,
Ghost of Tsushima,
if those came out on Xbox One, there'd be less backwards compatibility being played. Okay, there just would be. Sunset Overdrive and what was the Rome, Son of Rome? Rise, Son of Rome?
Sea of Thieves.
If those didn't hold your attention the whole time, you might have checked out a 360 game that came free on Games with Gold.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Those numbers, and again, I'm not shitting on Xbox for doing it. I think it's fine. I'm just so tired of the people that are like, PlayStation needs to get their shit together. You know what? They're in the fucking business of making money. And if you ever thought Sony was in it for any other reason, like they care about you, you're dead wrong.
Right.
Okay? They're here to make money, and there's no value add for Sony. The value ad's only for the consumer.
I mean, I remember when I was younger, backwards compatibility was important.
Because you were younger and had no money.
Right.
Still important for kids that are younger and have no money, but parents will blow every dime they have now buying their kids.
Well, not just that, but backwards compatibility it's a different idea to people now than it used to be. When, back when I was younger, when I needed my PS2 to play PS1 games, there was nothing else I had to play games on.
Right.
So I needed all of that. That was added value. There was no streaming services for games. There was no digital purchases. So yeah, I needed to be able to play what I'd already spent money on. Now you've got phones that have a ton of free games. You've got a bunch of free games that are on your consoles. You've got sales constantly for $2 in the blink of an eye, and you got a game you can play. Backwards compatibility is the least important thing a console has to offer you value-wise now.
Yeah, I saw somebody on Twitter that was saying, in response to this, they were like, great, that means I got to keep my PS2 hooked up to play whatever once a year. I'm like, I mean, if you're specifically that guy that has to play that game once a year, then yeah. That is not the masses, though. Like, you're right. Inconvenienced. I'm not inconvenienced because you feel the need to play a thing that you like once a year.
Right.
Like, if you've decided that that's a thing that you do, then you should expect to be a little inconvenienced because no one else is doing that. Or most people aren't doing that. They don't do shit for the few people.
Right. Have a cable guy come over and try to hook up cable on your CRT and see how far it gets you. You know why? It's an inconvenience, not to the rest of the world, but you are the inconvenience at this point.
Right. But I'll like Duck Hunt once a year, Like, I mean, okay, then you're going to be a little inconvenienced because you're still an asshole with a CRT. Like, and I don't mean the asshole in a bad way because there's things I'm an asshole about. There's a reason I still have some of the old consoles.
But I don't place that expectation on entire corporations.
That burden's not on Sony for them to figure out how I can.
It's on me to figure out how I'm going to play Duck Hunt.
Yeah. I hadn't played Mod Nation in 10 years, and I found it to be highly disrespectful they shut that server down. I get that that's a me thing, though, and not a Sony thing. They were totally in their right and should have shut it down way before then. This is such a weird thing for people to be so worked up about for me because I couldn't tell you the last.
At this point, for a lot of people, it's conditioning. It's conditioning at this point. They expect backwards compatibility on the next gen console. They've been conditioned for it.
Now, I think it's a little absurd if it doesn't play PS4 games.
Oh yeah, me too. But they didn't say that it didn't.
No, it will. That might be a stretch, but I don't know when the last time I wanted to play a PS3 game. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't wanted to play a PS1 or PS2 game in 10 plus years.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, ever. My PS3 was a Gen 1 backwards compatibility. I put one game in it to see that it worked and never played anything else in it because I didn't want to go back.
I think when I had my PS3, I downloaded the first Siphon Filter. I got 15 minutes to it. I was like, wow.
That game sucks now, right? Yeah.
I loved this game. What the fuck happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just think that there's way too much emphasis put on that. That's like, you love old video games? Get an Atari and tell me how long that's fun for. Do that. Get back to me on that. Tell me how long you enjoy the Atari experience now. Even if you grew up with it, tell me how long that's fun for.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
I'm just so tired of this.
Based purely on nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this being this is a major story. Everywhere I went, this was like front page.
Oh,
Sony
I know.
confirms.
I saw it too.
I'm like, first off, Sony didn't confirm anything, and also, who gives a shit?
And second of all, so what?
Yeah. I just yesterday sitting around thinking, can't wait to get my PS5 so I can play a PS1 game on it.
Right, because I got a real hankering to pull out Battle Arena to Shinden. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, my balls have been aching to play Jumpin' Jack. I mean, are you shitting me right now? You got to be kidding me. All those games look like ass. Every one of them, and I don't care.
And they control like shit.
Yeah,
they control like shit too.
Yeah, they're just not good. They're not going to be good games. Yeah, Destruction Derby, that's what you've been jonesing to put in? Okay, spoiler alert, that game sucks now. I don't know. This whole thing is just really rubbing me the wrong way.
Yeah, I get it. I don't like it either.
Well, first off, people were like, "Oh, it looks like a fucking spaceship. This PS5. They've gone to the future. Why doesn't it play my old games?" Like, I can't even understand all the complaints right now. The only complaint you should have is that they haven't released the price yet, because that's an issue.
Yeah, I'm having a problem with that.
The things, both consoles are going to be expensive, and especially with everything going on, a lot of people aren't working right now. People should be able to like pre-order this thing and have some time to pay on it. Right.
That's my concern. Is I wanted to be able to kind of pre-order it and pay on it, and I don't know. I'm going to be able to now. Yeah, it's. I was reading a thing where they said like in most cases you had anywhere between 6 months and I think 8 or 9 months like window of you knew how long it was going to price. So this is if they come out in like November when everybody assumes it's coming out, like it's 2 months away. Yeah, that's 2 months away. Yeah, and it's reasonable to think this thing is not going to be cheaper than $400. So just hey, you need $400 2 months from now. Like that's not a lot of planning time. Right. So. I'm starting this chess match. They're literally costing themselves money. This chess match that the two people like the Microsoft and Sony are playing, I'm pretty well over that as well. It's so stupid though because they're not even competing for the same market. Right. So here's how I'll just tell you how I'm pretty sure this is going to go down. I think the Xbox Series X is fucking expensive. Like I think more than the PS5. You think so? Yeah, I think it's very expensive. I think the PS5 is very expensive. I think the all-digital is probably $50 less. And I think the Series S, what do they call it, Lockhart, I think is going to be very cheap and way cheaper than everything else. Could be. I think it's less powerful. I think it's a lesser system to replace the Xbox One X that's out now. As you know, they quit making those. So I think it's going to come in somewhere around that hardware. I think the Series X comes in $100 more than the PlayStation. Yeah, I think the Series X is going to be expensive. And I think people did that math with that giveaway that they were doing and said it comes out to like $650 if you look at what they said the value of what they gave away is. So right, and that stuff's not always accurate, but I think they're expensive. So I think the chess match doesn't matter anyways because I think Microsoft will be the cheapest either way. And I think it doesn't make any difference to Sony. Because they already know what they're going to do. Right. They're not going to adjust their pricing for Microsoft. If anything, Microsoft will adjust its pricing for Sony. For Sony. Which I think Sony is trying to take away their ability to do. But this is dumb. Because in the end, it's less money in both their pockets. There are people pre-ordering the PlayStation 5 right now not knowing how much it cost. Right. Which how many crazy. Of those are going to be canceled? Yeah. Which is insane. Because I guarantee you right now there's stupid people out there that are thinking, oh, $299. Yeah, I bet you it's more. I bet you it's $100 more. I'm not minimum. Super well off. I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I would describe you as comfortable as well. If this bitch comes out at $600, I don't think I'm gonna buy it day one. Yeah, me neither. I might, especially without any pre-planning able to happen. Right now, if there's a game I have to play, yeah, sure, I may do that. It's not about that being too much money. It's about you got a month to decide if you want to spend $600. That's a lot of money. Right. For me, that's a lot of money. I don't know. If it's $299, I'll buy it today. Slide me one, Sony. Right. But it's not going to be $299. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm in pretty much the exact same boat you are. I don't know. I don't think you're really where you are in life because you're lucky, but I am at a point where if it was $600, I could buy it. Not everybody has that opportunity. And I just think not giving people the proper amount of time to save and plan is shitty. And yes, they could have been saving not knowing the price. Fuck off. That's not how the world works. Right. It never is. Yeah. People don't save. There's people that don't save when they do know the price. Yeah. Because it's got to be something they really want. If people really want your system, they will save, but they need an end goal. Yeah. If planning was your thing, you would have started putting $10 a week aside from the day that PlayStation 3 came out. Right. And bought the PlayStation 4, and same thing for the PlayStation 4. That accounts for probably less than 1% of the population. Less than 0.5%, or probably 0.25%. Like, no one does that. So if you're coming from a place where you can just spend $10,000 today, that's great. And I'm sure you've worked hard to get there. That's not the point. My point is not everybody can do that. So I just don't like the run up to the way that this has been because I have friends, and you just said you would like to do it. I have friends who
They always pre-order it and pay a chunk at a time.
And pay a chunk at a time, yeah.
Because that looks better on the bank account than pulling $600 out. It's not about the $600. They can spend the $600.
I like doing it that way because I don't know, it just gives me a sense of ease about the money that I'm spending.
Yeah, so
if I'm spending $50 here, $50 there, well, fuck, I do that when I go out to dinner.
Yeah.
So
the piss and
matches is nothing.
The piss and match has got to stop. Somebody needs to blink because at this point it is. At first it was funny, right? It was two companies, a dick measuring contest, but now I'm like, okay, people need to pre-order this thing,
right? So
let's stop. Like, let's knock it off. Let's get these pre-orders
because now it's kind of like,
open.
Great. Well, you both got big dicks, but you got no balls,
right?
So those dicks don't do you no good.
Yeah. Well, depends. Depends what you're using them for.
Fly swatters.
If you want to sword fight each other, I guess they're still functional. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like this. So the story was about PlayStation 5 not being backwards compatible. Suck ass. You don't need it to be. And then, well, with PS4 you do, but anything else you don't. Calm down.
All right.
But now we've turned to how shitty it is that they haven't announced the pricing.
Uh-huh.
And again, I don't care if it's $1,000 or $100. It just people need to know.
People need to know what it is. They need the end goal. They need to see that finish line
so they can make plans.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a guy who hates plans. If there was ever a time people needed a plan, it's right now. Like, shit's not good for a lot of people. A lot of people still can't go back to work. They need to be able to plan. And yes, they probably shouldn't buy a console, but if it's all that keeps you from losing your mind, fuck everybody else, buy one. So, I got lots of thoughts on this. I feel lots of different ways about this.
I got you. I'm with you too.
Just
I'm
listened to a thing the other day where they were talking about price, and they're like, people shouldn't pre-order if they're not worried about money. Okay, go to hell.
Yeah, no, the reason you pre-order is because you are worried about money.
Yeah.
You stupid fuck.
If all you do is work all the time to just pay your bills and you have zero escape,
you're fucked.
Yeah.
That ain't no life worth living, as far as I'm concerned, I should say.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying there's not people that are having to do that. I understand that. But
lots of people have to do that. So to say they don't deserve the chance to have an escape.
There was a time when I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
And I needed that escape. I went out and bought a console.
Yeah.
Because, I might have ate ramen noodles for a week or two.
Yeah.
But I had the console. I had the escape. I didn't go to work and sleep and come home. And come home and sleep and go to work.
Yeah.
That's no kind of existence for me. Some people have to do that. And some people are okay doing that and understand that.
Yeah, until you're in that spot, and I'm not in that spot, but until you're in that spot, I don't think it's fair to say they don't deserve it because they don't have the extra money if they didn't save. I don't think that's fair.
No, I don't either.
Because I would be a lot less nicer person if I wasn't able to play games.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing, and let me say I like my job before I say this. I wouldn't still have my job if I didn't have video games. And it doesn't really matter what job I'm working, right? If I don't have that outlet, I'm a pissy person to be around. If I don't play for a couple of weeks or a week, I don't really go a couple of weeks. If I don't play for like a week, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I understand. It's just
because I'm just letting it all build up,
See, that's why I'm lucky. It's one of my escapes. I have numerous. So
see, I really don't. So
right, I know you're.
I'll tell you, if I lost my job tomorrow, it may take me longer to figure out how to get a PS5, but I will figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And Sony could help everybody out, and so could Xbox if they would just let everybody know how much I need to figure out.
Yeah. You're right.
All right. I'm off my soapbox now.
All right. That's it.
That's it. That's all the news. A quick thank you to Zach and to Thomas. I actually talked to Zach. I learned something about Zach this week.
Oh, yeah?
Zach's a troll. And I don't know if he's always a troll, but he is in Fall Guys. And so I didn't know this about Zach.
You were playing him in Fall Guys?
I didn't play with
Fall Guys?
I didn't play with him. So he finished Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Or Tsushima. If you like that. He finished Ghost. And he said he was going to get into some Fall Guys. Right? So that's all a normal conversation. Let me find my text from him. Okay. Finally got the platinum in Ghost. Oh, I got the platinum. He just didn't finish it. Going to be downloading Fall Guys next. I said, that's awesome. We need to throw down. Absolutely. Normal conversation stuff. Then he says, I played at a buddy's house. I think the game is great. You know, a little frustrating, blah, blah, blah. And he says a couple of them are decent. And then this is the part. This is how I know he's a troll. I like screwing with people and pushing them off close to the finish line. And I said, oh, you're the reason people rage quit. Because that's the moment I realized that, I don't know if in all games, but Mr. Zach, friend of the show, Zach, troll. I didn't know that until then. So that's interesting. You learn about people.
Yeah, yeah. Did he reach out to you?
Yeah, he told me he finished Ghost.
Cool.
So, yeah. Congrats on the platinum.
Yeah.
I don't know about the moves with Fall Guys. I don't know if I can support this activity. What I'll say is the world takes all kinds to keep the world going.
Kinds.
Part of what I enjoy about Fall Guys is seeing people rage out playing that game, and that wouldn't be possible with people like Zach, apparently, who live not to succeed but to make others fail. So,
true.
Interesting.
True.
Interesting. We're just giving Zach a hard time. Like everybody, like everyone who listens to this show and has been around for a long time, you really can't say enough about our community. They're all great people. They're probably not all great people. The ones we interact with are. But yeah, Zach's a troll, so let him know. Let him know you're either for his trollness or against it.
I say you do you. I don't like trolls, but I'm not going to take away someone's right to be a troll.
Every time I keep saying troll, I keep thinking about Troll and I. Remember that?
It's a horrible game.
It is. It's not good. I think I played it on stream. I think you can actually find that.
You can. Yeah, it's
not good.
Bad.
Remember that game you played? It was shitty. Control.
Control.
Was it called Control? Like the first Contact? Contact? Is it called Contact?
Oh yeah, it was.
What's that thing called?
I don't know. It was a Mass Effect ripoff, only before Mass Effect stuff. Second Contact.
Yeah, is
maybe?
It Control Second Contact or is it Contact Second something?
I think it's. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, it was really bad. That Life of Black Tiger. I love playing bad games, man. I don't give a fuck.
Life of Black Tiger was like silly bad though. That game we're talking about looked like bad.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not fair to say Life of Tiger, like it took itself serious, but it was so bad it was funny.
Life of Black Tiger or something else.
Yeah. So again, check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gamestitch. Help us out over there. You can follow us on YouTube you can follow us on YouTube. That's not what I meant to say. YouTube.com/Gamestitch. Hit the notification bell. What I was going to say is you can also follow us on the social medias. We're at @game_stitch on Twitter. I'm at Podcast Ryan. Dan is at Shirtless Dan. Gerald is at Hoffman Show. Now, I'm going to start tweeting out when I'm going to go live. I haven't because I needed some run-up time to get more comfortable streaming. Mm-hmm. It's been a while. So I will start tweeting that out so people know because it's always somewhere between 9 and 10:30 that I go live. But I will start letting everybody, a little more of a heads up. I'll tell you how down low I was doing it is that 2 days ago you guys were like, "You've been streaming?" Like you weren't even getting the alerts and didn't even know. So
no,
that's how on the DL I've been with things.
Nothing popping up.
Friend of the show, Marshall205, finally got his first win. You can see that clip on Twitch or on YouTube.
Oh, he finally got a win?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible.
Good for him.
He didn't even deserve it, which is the best part.
Oh no,
he did, but he didn't. like it went his way.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah. So check that out. Support us over there. And last but not least, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you guys for not worrying about backwards compatibility.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
All right, we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.